Adding and organizing students is easy to do in Active Classroom. Just go to the People top level menu, select Add Organized Students, and you'll be taken to the Add Organized Student page where you can add or import students and create the classes and groups that you'll use frequently in Active Classroom. Let's get started by creating a new student class. It's a good strategy for teachers because in Active Classroom, students have to be associated with classes before you can begin to give them assignments. So we'll simply create the new student class button to get started. Now from here, we'll be able to select participants for the class we want. We can review our selection here and delete and add students as we please. We can name the class and give it an internal code. Hit the Create Student Class button and we've created our class. Remember that the Select Participants list represents a list of all students currently in your organization and that all students can use to build classes. So in Active Classroom, students can exist simultaneously across multiple classes and groups. And we can see here under our Add or Modify Classes section that we've added our Class 2. We can see our internal code, and we can use the View, Edit, and Delete buttons to modify our classes, whether they're new or existing. Now let's talk about how to add students into Active Classroom. The best way to add students into Active Classroom is to get the students to do the work for you. In this case, we can give them a self-registration URL that allows them to sign up for Active Classroom and even sign up for one of your classes to get started. So to do this, you can either go to edit your profile or just click on your highlighted name and you'll be taken to your profile. And now we'll scroll down and find the student's registration URL. Copy and paste the URL, email it to the students you want to register to Active Classroom, and they will do the work for you. It's that simple. Here's a view of the student page that they'll see when they register in this manner. So the student fills out their name, email address, contact information, password, and very importantly, they get to initially select one of your classes to be in. So make sure you tell them what class you want them to register for. In this case, they could be Class 1 or Class 2, and that way they'll be associated with your class the minute they register. Going forward, you'll have to manually add these students to new classes that you create. The second best way to add students in Active Classroom is to do it in bulk using a CSV file upload. To do this, simply go to Step 1, Add or Import Students, and find the word Here highlighted in orange. Click it and you'll get an Excel file that has sample data that you'll replace with the data for the real students that you want to register. In this case, the data is going to be the same: email, password, first name, last name, state, and you can also register students for class by indicating what specific class you want them to be in. This is a great time saver if you have a lot of students to add at once. So you'll save this file to your desktop. When you're ready to choose it and you finalize the data, click Choose File, then Upload Users, and those students will all be uploaded to the system for you. And if you click the Search button under Step 1, we'll see that all of the CSV file students that we added to that file have all now been easily, neatly imported. And for each student, you can click the View, Edit, and Delete icons to manage that student data as well. Now let's talk about the final option for adding students, which is a manual option. Click the Add User button and you can manually add students one at a time. So we'll click that button and we'll be taken to a new user page where you'll add the same data we've been talking about: name, contact phone, email, state, password, and you can create students one at a time. Remember that in this option, you need to, after you've created the student, you must add them to a class right away before they can accept assignments. Now let's talk about building new student groups in Active Classroom. Student groups are a great way for teachers to differentiate learning because they can exist both within and across classes. For example, if you had a below-level reading group that spanned 2 or 3 different class periods, you could give that group the same specialized reading at the appropriate Lexile level all at the same time. So we'll build a new student group in almost the same way we build a new student class. We'll simply click the New Student Group button. We will select our participants. We can review them here. We'll name the group, add a description. In this case, we have above-level readers that we want to give special, more sophisticated reading assignments to. We can add keywords, and we'll click Create Student Group. And as you can see, much like classes, under Step 3, Create Groups, Group A is now here, and we can view it, edit it, and delete it by using the icons. So it's really that simple to add and organize students within Active Classroom.